Good day, everyone. Welcome to Real Conservative Headline News. I'm your host, Nathaniel Rajkumar. Starting off with local news here in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's some really good news. With Finance Minister RINIDAD Tobago announcing the government's plan to begin the promised public sector wage negotiations at 10% in fiscal 2026, and that's the starting number, people. Some public servants are relishing the prospect of having more money to cover their expenses. I'm sure they will. Although the T&T Unified Association tutor and chief personnel officer signed off on a 5% wage increase under the PNM government earlier on this year for 2020 to 23, its president, Martin Lumkin, welcomed Tanku's announcement. The joint trade union movement said it's fully confident in government fulfilling its promises, while the PSA, which represents the bulk of public servants, expressed its members' excitement. Tanku's announcement marks a step forward on the United National Congress general election campaign pledge to begin public sector wage negotiations at 10%. Speaking at the Diplomatic Center on Thursday, the finance minister confirmed that negotiations for a proposed 10% salary increase will commence in the upcoming financial year, with a resolution expected with the same fiscal period. Promises made under We the People's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's leadership, and promises will be kept. No more overheating phones. Cool your phones in seconds. Prevents damage to phones and battery issues. Better gaming experience and streaming. USB powered and fast charging. Lightweight and quiet. Ideal for kids and adults. Works with all smartphones. Makes a great gift. Enjoy free island-wide delivery. Call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. 300 women and girls aged 5 to 19 took part in the 5th Girls Run TT Challenge between March 17th and August 24th, closing a 6-month push to get more females moving into sport, participating in sport. The Girls Run TT initiative forms part of the 2025 Pink Rain campaign, which aligns with national development goals and international obligations to increase women in sport leadership, promote gender equality in sport, and expand access to physical activity. Culloden, in the northwest of Tobago, is a historic community sequestered within the rolling hills and lush forest of a 148-acre estate that was once a sugar plantation. It is a place with much to offer those willing to seek it out. So people, if you want to go and visit Tobago, definitely that is a wonderful place to probably consider visiting.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Sport and Youth Affairs, Gabriel Mactier, opened the prize-giving ceremony for the Girls Run TT Challenge by saluting the collective effort.
The Pink Rain campaign continues to shine as a beacon of empowerment. Through it, we create opportunities for women and girls to participate fully in sport as athletes, coaches, administrators, leaders, and role models. We are guided by the Brighton Declaration on Women and Girls in Sport, the National Policy on Sport, and the Sustainable Development Goals, all of which call us to promote health, education, and gender equality through inclusive sport.
Mactier stressed the impact goes beyond metrics.
It is about what happens when women and girls are given the space, the support, and the encouragement to excel. It is about showing that strength and leadership are not defined by gender. They are defined by courage and commitment. And this year, as we look at our nation and the leadership of our nation, it is kind of clear Our president is a woman. Our prime minister is a woman. Our leader of the opposition is a woman also.
Delivering the participants' address, Alicia Beale reflected on the journey and what it demanded.
This March to August journey reinforced the importance of discipline, commitment, and health consciousness, not just for me, but for all and every participant. All I can confidently say is this lifestyle will continue long after August 2025. This initiative is more than a challenge. It's a movement, one that uplifts, inspires, and transforms.
Several participants shared what kept them going.
I'm thankful for this kind of event because it encourages women, young girls to come out and perform. And the ministry have been doing a great job with this sprinkling through the years. And I hope that we will continue with it and we will get more people to come and exercise and be more healthy and conscious.
10-year-old Samaya Tid offered advice to other youngsters just getting started.
I would say keep going no matter what. Just keep trying and you'll achieve.
Organizers said Girls Run TT is one strand of the broader Pink Rain campaign, which seeks to increase the number of women in sport leadership roles, encourage gender equality in sport, and create more opportunities for girls and women to participate in sport and physical activity.
Tucked away on Tobago's northwest coast, Clowden is a village with a story as rich as its scenery. Its name hails from the famous battlefield in Scotland, a reflection of the island's colonial era when Scottish planters owned estates here. But the people of Clowden made this land their own after emancipation, shaping a community defined by resilience, tradition, and a close bond with the sea. Today, Clowden blends a sense of history with an abundance of natural treasures, quiet bays, rugged trails, and reefs alive with color, making it an understated yet unforgettable stop on Tobago's coastline. At the heart of this village lies Clowden Bay, a small but striking curve of coastline where the land eases gently into the Caribbean Sea. Its sand shifts from golden to pebbled patches, shaded in parts by sea grape and almond trees. The bay is more than a scenic backdrop. It's the gateway to one of Tobago's most vibrant coral reefs. Just offshore, spur and groove formation shelter schools of tropical fish. Corals sway in the current, and the water glows with shifting shades of turquoise. For snorkelers and eco-visitors, it's a chance to experience Tobago's underwater life without the crowds of the busier beaches. Beyond the calm of the bay, Clowden opens the door to one of Tobago's most rewarding hikes, starting a stone's throw away from the fishing depot and passing what looks like a farming homestead, leading towards Little Bay or further to Big Bay at Cotton Bay. The path meanders through low forest and waterway clearings. Surely a journey of contrasts. With each step of this mile trail, the promise of discovery builds. That promise is fulfilled at Little Bay. Tucked into a natural amphitheater of cliffs, this secluded crescent of sand feels whirls away from the island's main resorts. The beach is small, fringed with rocks at either end, and the water is startlingly clear. Here the only soundtrack is a crash of waves and the wind in the trees above. It's the sort of place that invites you to pause, to swim, to breathe, to simply be, and to imagine how the island once felt in its original and unspoiled state. With curiosity taking root and more to see with a little effort, tracing the rugged shoreline, you can step out onto a bluff where the horizon stretches unbroken. Sprays from the breakers rises up to meet you, and every turn reveals a new view. Rocky coves, secret inlets, and the dark green of the hills falling steeply into cobalt water. Clowden may be named for a battle far from these shores, but here the story is one of harmony between history and nature, land and sea. Its bays and reefs, its trails and hidden beaches offer not just a peek into Tobago's past, but a vivid experience of its living beauty. I'm Carrie Roberts, giving you a glimpse into the paradise we have right here.
You won't be disappointed with this one. Look and feel great every day. Painless trimming with no pulling of hair guaranteed. Comfortable to hold and lightweight. Intelligent anti-pinch system. Safety travel lock. Accurate and painless trimming. Durability 100% quality. Fast charging. To place an order, call or WhatsApp 868-762-6589. Caribbean Dragons will host its flagship event, Ignite 2025, from October 12th to 15th, with the summit focusing on entrepreneurship, investment, and regional growth. Head of Strategy and Operations at Caribbean Dragons, Andrew C. Prasad, said the event is designed to address challenges faced by early-stage founders. He noted that access to capital, definitely always there's need for capital when you're now starting a business, mentorship and networks remain barriers to growth, and that Ignite 2025 aims to bring those resources together and therefore assist those who are really interested in having their own businesses, of being self-employed. Now for some regional news. Guyana, we are starting off with. A matter of fact, Guyana is the only report I'll be doing today. The Noble recruitment drive is set to arrive in Parika in the Essequibo Islands, West Demerara region of Guyana on Sunday, bringing opportunities for locals seeking careers in the offshore industry. And that's an industry that you can really make some good money in, people. The event will be hosted at the Market Tarmac near the Stelling from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. It is being organized by manpower services firm El Dorado Offshore in partnership with drilling contractor Noble and Matpal Marine Institute, according to an EDO press release this week. I hope a lot of individuals, when they go on visit, will be able to access employment, or at least be able to find out how to go about getting into training and then, of course, being employed in that industry that really definitely pays a reasonably good salary, I'm sure, even in Guyana. Now for some travel news. Amsterdam. We are discussing Amsterdam today, quickly, of course. Amsterdam offers a unique travel experience with its rich history, vibrant art scene, and picturesque canals. Known for being a lively and culturally significant city, Amsterdam is a city with a robust commitment to eco-conscious living, and visitors can experience its natural side through numerous parks, waterways, and nearby reserves. Popular ways to engage with nature include cycling, walking, and taking eco-friendly boat tours. The boat tours sound really interesting. Located just outside the city center, there's a vast man-made forest, which is home to cycling and walking paths, a goat farm, and a lake for swimming and water sports. Once again, sounds wonderful. The shoulder seasons, April to May, and September to October, offer fewer crowds and pleasant weather. So for individuals that don't really like the crowds, those are the times that you should go and visit. September in particular has mild temperatures and several festivals. I will definitely like to visit there one of these good days as well. Folks, that brings us to the end of today's news headlines. Yes, weekend news is going to be much shorter than what you would be viewing during the week. Maybe even Monday may not be that long either. Nevertheless, thanks again to everyone who continues to support my content. Please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay blessed and stay safe, most of all, in Jesus' name.